taking the internal components of a microwave, removing all of the safety features and the external apparatus, the casing, etc., sticking bare wires into wet wood and then creating a fractal pattern with uncontrolled electricity is a fool's game. This sort of thing kills people. Don't do it. Unless you are a professional. We will never in-house at Crimson Guitars do this. We do have a guy though. And yeah, the results can be pretty freaking cool. So this is a guitar that it's one of the custom builds that we've got going on. Pretty awesome. This is actually the sister instrument to one I built for a gentleman about 10 years ago. The Lichtenberg pattern was burnt in to both the fretboard and the wood that we've used for the top, the backplate and the headstock veneer, and then filled with orange resin, which has got a pleasant sunbursty thing going on. I now need to stain everything black and finish it. This is going to be a short video. I'm just back from Glastonbury Festival. I am absolutely wiped out and knackered and don't trust myself with sharp tools or blunt tools. Let's have some fun, shall we? And this is going to be an interesting experience because we have got the oak top. I'm going to assume it's oak. It looks like oak. Yeah. We've got the oak top. We've got a mahogany or sapele back and then maple. And you're going to see what the same staining process does to three completely different colors of timber. And the color in the substrate does affect what it looks like. It affects what light gets through to your old eyeballs. My old eyeballs, you might be young, I don't know. Putting a stain over a white maple is not going to have the same effect as putting a stain over a to be yet determined colored piece of oak. What would you call that color? It's like off brown. Okay, good quality tissue paper. We actually sell this at Crimson Guitars as well. We use so much of it and love it so much. Fold it over nicely. Give your stain a shake because it is particulate. Wow. Marvel at the fact that my camera is up as high as it will go and the guitar only just fits in place. And I'm going in relatively lightly. If I had flame here, I'd start in the middle and I'd go with the grain. As it is, this is just all over the place. So pretty much whatever I do, I'm going to get a cool result. And if there's any overlapping of stain, then it will be hidden in in this incredible wood. As you can see, I go back over myself and rub excess off. Now you can see that there are still some cavities showing up. There's a few voids, and we're going to go in afterwards and fill those with black super glue or epoxy. A complex piece of wood. Wipe any excess off. This homogenizes the look, gets rid of any streaks. This is also where you're going to see any issues with sanding, and potentially you're going to have to go back and change things. But that's looking good so far. We've just opened all the doors. This spirit-based stain from Crimson Guitars is ever so slightly potent. Once your clean rag is no longer, you use it to add more stain. Now, getting into tiny little corners, sometimes you just need a paintbrush. I came so close. Did you hear that? I nearly called this paintbrush a screwdriver. Paintbrush, gets in the corners. Nice, good, cool. I am not sure. I'm changing my mind. I'm changing my mind. I'm not going to go with the water-based over the spirit. I think that there's no need. This colour under lacquer is going to be more than enough. This is almost as pleasurable as putting guitar finishing oil and seeing the transformation that occurs then. Almost a zen-like process. Use in a well-ventilated area or wear a mask, which I should be doing. Do as I say, not as I do. Dance. Dance, everybody. That's actually really well camouflaged on my bench there. Ha. I'm going to stain in here as well because, you know, I'm a completist, I am. Just rub over the whole guitar, get rid of any excess. A little bit, and be done with it. Look at that flame maple. Ooh. Excited. Oh yes. The acrylic is the resin. It is acrylic. The acrylic resin is a little bit hidden at the moment. The second we put lacquer over that, it's going to pop. It's going to pop nicely. But even so, this effect I like. We're going to make a glow-in-the-dark vinyl logo and get this in the spray booth. But for now, I'm going to say, well, goodbye. Click like, subscribe, keep on watching because stuff's going to happen. We are a custom guitar building workshop. This is what we do, and you guys really need to order more guitars because we're worth it. You're worth it. Somebody's worth it. Yeah, feed that guitar acquisition syndrome.
Masking tape as guidelines, just so that I know the logo is going to be going on square with the strings, which I should have done beforehand, of course. And it's about matching the gap. So the gap there between that edge and that edge, and the gap there between the edge of the fretboard and the logo there needs to be roughly the same. Edge of the fretboard, edge of edge of logo, edge of fretboard, edge of logo. It's lined up nicely with the strings. So burnish everything down. And that should do nicely.